7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
Jackson's pass.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Gibson, the ball
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. The open man is Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Step it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Not the keeper.
Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive, and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
25-yard line.
On 2nd down, Clemens. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This one caught by Isabella.
Jackson's pass.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He may try and run for this. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Carlson able to put this one through.
He is good.
And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Here's 10.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down now, Clemens. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
the gun, Jackson. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
Jackson.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Jackson.
Preston Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. The 20, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of just...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This time, Jackson will throw it. Short throw to Smith, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
8-yard pickup. And a Buccaneer first down.
Now Jackson on first down, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. And Jackson throwing once more. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Jackson.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Isabella.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again is Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Carr will try it again on second down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Carr now on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
At the 21-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Daniel Carlson set to kick.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Falcons take over first. And 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Brings up second and...
On 2nd and 7. Carr completes it to the tight end Kittle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And the Falcons are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Christian McCaffrey. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Extra point is good.
And his kick is good. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Short throw to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On 2nd down, Clemens. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 7 now.
45-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play.
And it's 3rd, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard.
Throwing now is Carr. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Derek Carr sacked.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's it.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Carr. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for us Falcons.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Carr, complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll move the chains. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
On the carry.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Open man is the tight end Troutman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Incomplete.
Jackson.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This one caught by Isabella. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
19 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the Falcons' 35-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long.
Third and
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 7, 2:11 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. That is incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson on 1st down, throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Yards to go.
Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you talk about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Christian McCaffrey, 69 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
their own 25-yard
The
line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. To throw again is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
4 yards to go.
Jackson will throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the